And this research is very interesting, and so the presentation was very informative. And so many researchers have studied this topic. It's a very interesting topic. And I think this is the first empirical study about this kind of issue. So I think it's a very important and it's very meaningful research, as I think. Okay, and here's my discussion. So I would like to make some comments on these topics. Financial literacy and financial capability. And these two terms are just widely used in this literature. And the financial literacy is a combination of awareness as knowledge, skills, attitude, and behavior. This is the definition by the OECD. And there is another definition by what the World Bank. Financial capability encompasses the knowledge, attitude, skills, and behaviors of consumers. So those two definitions are very similar. So in my personal opinion, these two terms can be used interchangeably. Okay, so either one is okay. Next page, please. Okay. And so we need to focus on the aspect of financial literacy. As we see, this is before. So knowledge, skill, attitude, behavior, and self. And so we can add the fifth component, the self-efficacy. So now the self-efficacy is very emphasized in the literature. And this presentation and this research is closely related to this component, the self-efficacy. Okay? So because knowledge can be divided into two types. So one is subjective knowledge, and the other is objective knowledge, and both types are important. But especially the subjective knowledge so may be important in the period of crisis, financial crisis. So from this view, from the view of this research. Okay? So this empirical study investigate the importance of subjective knowledge. Okay? So now, so among those components, so 5 components, so we need to pay this more attention to behavior, because behavior is the final realization of financial literacy. But the final step, the final outcome, so can be seen by the consumer's behavior. Okay. So this is the flow from the means to ultimate goal. The means is the financial education, and the ultimate goal is financial well-being. Okay, so the flow is this. So financial education affects, increases the level of financial literacy, and then in turn, it increases financial well-being. Okay, financial well-being is the ultimate goal. Okay. The interesting result and implication of the study, as far as I know, is that this study is the first empirical study this is concerning the subjective knowledge and objective knowledge, and the impacts of those on the financial behavior, especially in financial investment markets. Okay. So this was very impressive. So, the role of subjective knowledge, especially in a crisis period. Okay, so the fifth component, the self-efficacy, is so related to this type of knowledge, the subjective knowledge. This is maybe some consumers also have a higher level of subjective knowledge. It's about, but some people may look down on the level of the high level of subjective knowledge. It's about that type of knowledge so can work. This is in the period of financial crisis. And making a good result. And okay, so that's my discussion. Okay, thank you for the presentation, and it's very interesting topic and study. Thank you.